ਸਤਿ ਸ਼੍ਰੀ ਅਕਾਲ, ਸਵਾਗਤ ਹੈ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਦਾ ਹੈਡਲਾਈਨ ਕੈਨੇਡਾ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ। ਕੈਨੇਡਾ ਤੋਂ ਕੋਰੋਨਾ ਵਾਇਰਸ ਅਪਡੇਟਸ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਮੈਂ ਰੁਪਿੰਦਰ ਇੱਕ ਵਾਰੀ ਫੇਰ ਤੋਂ ਹਾਜ਼ਰ ਹਾਂ। ਆਓ ਵੇਖਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਕੀ ਹੈ ਖਾਸ ਅੱਜ ਹੈਡਲਾਈਨ ਕੈਨੇਡਾ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ। ਕੈਨੇਡਾ ਵਿੱਚ ਕੋਰੋਨਾ ਵਾਇਰਸ ਕੇਸਿਸ ਦਾ ਅੰਕੜਾ 81,000 ਤੋਂ ਉੱਪਰ ਹੋ ਚੁੱਕਾ ਹੈ। ਇਸ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਹੀ ਪ੍ਰਾਈਮ ਮਿਨਿਸਟਰ ਜਸਟਿਨ ਟਰੂਡੋ ਨੇ ਅਜੇ ਇੱਕ ਵਾਰੀ ਫੇਰ ਤੋਂ ਨੇਸ਼ਨ ਨੂੰ ਐਡਰੈਸ ਕੀਤਾ ਅਤੇ ਖਾਸ ਜਾਣਕਾਰੀ ਦਿੱਤੀ ਕਿ ਬੀਤੇ ਦਿਨੀ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਵੱਖ-ਵੱਖ ਸੂਬਿਆਂ ਦੇ ਪ੍ਰੀਮੀਅਰਸ ਨਾਲ ਖਾਸ ਮੀਟਿੰਗ ਹੋਈ ਹੈ ਤੇ ਹੁਣ ਹਰ ਸੂਬੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਟੈਸਟਿੰਗ ਨੂੰ ਵਧਾਉਣ ਸੰਬੰਧੀ ਕੰਮ ਕੀਤਾ ਜਾਏਗਾ। ਇਸ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਹੀ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੱਸਿਆ ਕਿ ਫੈਡਰਲ EMPLOYEES ਨੂੰ ਇੱਕ ਦਿਨ ਵਿੱਚ 3600 ਟ੍ਰੇਸਿੰਗ ਕਾਲਸ ਕਰਨ ਲਈ ਟ੍ਰੇਨ ਕੀਤਾ ਗਿਆ ਹੈ।
Today, I want to outline what we know needs to happen to successfully reopen the economy and adjust to our new normal. First, we need to continue scaling up our testing capacity so we can quickly identify new cases and isolate them. We're working with provinces and territories to expand testing by procuring things like reagents and swabs. While some provinces have the capacity to meet their current needs, we're collaborating to ramp up testing so we can protect Canadians and effectively manage future outbreaks. Second, we need to accelerate our ability to do contact tracing. After we've confirmed and isolated new cases, we have to get in touch with everyone who may have been exposed to the virus and make sure they take measures to quarantine and monitor themselves for symptoms or get tested. While provinces and territories are managing testing and contact tracing differently, our government has trained federal employees who can make 3,600 contact tracing calls a day, 7 days a week. Statistics Canada has also an additional 1,700 interviewers ready to go who can make up to 20,000 calls a day. These federal resources are available to assist provinces and territories with any surges or backlogs or challenges they have in contact tracing. We're already helping to make calls in Ontario and stand ready to help anywhere else. Third, we have to ensure that data collected across jurisdictions is shared between provinces and territories. This will help us track the spread of the virus, adapt our response accordingly, and save lives.
ਬੀਤੇ ਦਿਨੀ ਕੈਨੇਡਾ ਵਿੱਚ ਏਸ਼ੀਅਨ ਕੈਨੇਡੀਅਨਸ ਖਿਲਾਫ ਕਈ ਰੇਸਿਜ਼ਮ ਦੇ ਕੇਸਿਸ ਰਿਪੋਰਟ ਕੀਤੇ ਗਏ ਨੇ। ਇਸੇ ਸੰਬੰਧੀ ਅੱਜ ਬੋਲਦਿਆਂ ਪ੍ਰਾਈਮ ਮਿਨਿਸਟਰ ਨੇ ਕਿਹਾ ਕਿ ਕੈਨੇਡਾ ਵਰਗੇ ਮੁਲਕ ਵਿੱਚ ਹੇਟ ਅਤੇ ਵਾਇਲੈਂਸ ਲਈ ਕੋਈ ਥਾਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈ।
I want to close today by addressing the significant increase in acts of racism against Asian Canadians. Over the past few weeks and months, businesses, buildings, and statues have been vandalized. People have been verbally abused and physically attacked. It's unacceptable. Hate, violence, and discrimination have no place in Canada. This is not who we are as Canadians. I want to thank those who have stood up against violence and exposed what is happening in our communities. We need to speak out against racism wherever it is found so we can stop it. To Asian Canadians across the country, know that we all stand with you. We will not let hate divide us.
ਬੀਤੇ ਕੁਝ ਦਿਨਾਂ ਤੋਂ ਹਾਊਸ ਆਫ ਕਾਮਨਸ ਦੇ 2 ਦਿਨਾਂ ਵਰਚੁਅਲ ਸੈਸ਼ਨ ਚੱਲ ਰਹੇ ਨੇ ਤੇ ਇੱਕ ਦਿਨਾਂ ਇਨ ਪਰਸਨ ਸੀਟਿੰਗ ਚੱਲ ਰਹੀ ਹੈ। ਹੁਣ ਸੋਮਵਾਰ ਤੋਂ ਪਾਰਲੀਮੈਂਟ ਨੂੰ ਰੀਕਨਵੀਨ ਕਰਨ ਦੀ ਗੱਲ ਕੀਤੀ ਜਾ ਰਹੀ ਹੈ। ਐਸੇ ਤੇ ਬੋਲਦਿਆਂ ਪ੍ਰਾਈਮ ਮਿਨਿਸਟਰ ਜਸਟਿਨ ਟਰੂਡੋ ਨੇ ਕਿਹਾ ਕਿ ਇਸ ਤੇ ਵਿਚਾਰ ਕੀਤਾ ਜਾ ਰਿਹਾ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਪਾਰਲੀਮੈਂਟ ਕਿਵੇਂ ਕੰਮ ਕਰੇਗੀ। ਉਧਰ ਕੰਜ਼ਰਵੇਟਿਵ ਲੀਡਰ ਐਂਡਰੂ ਸ਼ੀਰ ਦਾ ਕਹਿਣਾ ਸੀ ਕਿ ਪਾਰਲੀਮੈਂਟ ਨੂੰ ਲਗਾਤਾਰ ਸੈਸ਼ਨ ਚਲਾਏ ਜਾਣੇ ਚਾਹੀਦੇ ਹਨ ਤਾਂ ਜੋ ਪ੍ਰਧਾਨ ਮੰਤਰੀ ਤੋਂ ਸਿੱਧੇ ਸਵਾਲ ਕੀਤੇ ਜਾ ਸਕਣ।
I think there are two things that are being discussed that are a little bit blended in some people's views that we tend to keep a little more separate. There are reflections on how Parliament is coming back, how we will ensure that our institutions and democracy continues to function strongly as it has over the past few weeks with 3 sessions a week. We know that going forward we're going to keep working and need to bring forward new issues. And then there is the other reflection on proposals and suggestions made by other parties on how to improve the benefits we're sending to Canadians, how to facilitate the reopening of the economy, and those conversations will continue on a separate track.
For the past 2.5 months, the House of Commons has been suspended and members of Parliament have largely been working from home. During that time, Conservatives have succeeded in holding the government to account, and we have put forward a number of constructive solutions to fix Liberal programs so that Canadians can get the help they need. But virtual committee meetings are not a replacement for Parliament, nor are the Prime Minister's daily press conferences in front of Rideau Cottage. The government should not be allowed to hide information from Canadians or to pick and choose which questions they want to answer and when. But that's exactly what's been happening. Instead of preparing for a second wave of the pandemic, the government has been slow to act. And now the Canadian Medical Association is warning that Canada won't be ready when it hits. Instead of being open with Canadians, the government is shutting down questions they don't like or don't want to answer. That is all wrong, and all of these issues underscore why Parliament must resume on Monday.
रुक करिए ओंटारियो ਦਾ ਤਾਂ ओंटारियो ਵਿਖੇ 441 ਕੇਸਿਸ ਸਾਹਮਣੇ ਆਏ ਨੇ। ਇਸ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਹੀ 28 ਡੈਥਸ ਵੀ ਰਿਪੋਰਟ ਕੀਤੀਆਂ ਗਈਆਂ ਨੇ। ओंटारियो ਦੇ ਪ੍ਰੀਮੀਅਰ ਡਗ ਫੋਰਡ ਨੇ ਇੱਕ ਵਾਰੀ ਫੇਰ ਤੋਂ ਮੀਡੀਆ ਐਡਰੈਸ ਕੀਤਾ ਅਤੇ ਇਹ ਜਾਣਕਾਰੀ ਦਿੱਤੀ ਕਿ ओंटारियो ਵੱਲੋਂ ਟੂਲਸ ਗ੍ਰਾਂਟ ਪ੍ਰੋਗਰਾਮ ਲਾਂਚ ਕੀਤਾ ਜਾ ਰਿਹਾ ਹੈ।
And as more construction gets going, we're making sure our skilled tradespeople are set up for success, making sure they have the tools they need. So this summer, we're launching the all-new Ontario Tools Grant Program, a program that will help up to 11,600 apprentices get a head start on their careers in skilled trades. And for those apprentices who benefited from our Loans for Tools program, we're forgiving over $10 million in loans. This represents about $500 back in the pockets of 19,000 apprentices for new tools, equipment, clothing, and manuals.
ਇਸ ਪੈਂਡੈਮਿਕ ਵਿੱਚ ਬ੍ਰੈਂਪਟਨ ਸਥਿਤ ਗਿਲ ਸਵੀਟਸ ਵੱਲੋਂ ਲੋੜਵੰਦਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਖਾਣਾ ਮੁਹੱਈਆ ਕਰਵਾਉਣ ਵਿੱਚ ਮਦਦ ਕੀਤੀ ਜਾ ਰਹੀ ਹੈ। ਗਿਲ ਸਵੀਟਸ ਵੱਲੋਂ ਵੱਖ-ਵੱਖ ਹਸਪੀਟਲਸ ਵਿੱਚ ਫੂਡ ਵੀ ਡਿਲੀਵਰ ਕੀਤਾ ਜਾ ਰਿਹਾ ਹੈ। ਨਾਲ ਹੀ ਜੇ ਕਿਸੇ ਨੂੰ ਲੋੜ ਹੈ ਤਾਂ ਗਿਲ ਸਵੀਟਸ ਤੇ ਜਾ ਕੇ ਫੂਡ ਲੈ ਵੀ ਸਕਦੇ ਨੇ। ਬੀਤੇ ਦਿਨੀ ਸੁਪਰ ਫੈਨ ਨਵ ਪਾਟੀਆ ਵੱਲੋਂ ਗਿਲ ਸਵੀਟਸ ਤੋਂ 500 ਮੀਲ ਪਿਕ ਕਰਕੇ ਕ੍ਰੈਡਿਟ ਵੈਲੀ ਹਸਪੀਟਲ ਨੂੰ ਦਿੱਤੇ ਗਏ। ਹੈਡਲਾਈਨ ਕੈਨੇਡਾ ਵਿੱਚ ਫਿਲਹਾਲ ਸਮਾਂ ਹੋ ਗਿਆ ਇੱਕ ਬ੍ਰੇਕ ਦਾ। ਬ੍ਰੇਕ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਅਦ ਸਾਡੀ ਇਹ ਖਾਸ ਪੇਸ਼ਕਸ਼ ਜਾਰੀ ਰਹੇਗੀ ਤੇ ਗੱਲਬਾਤ ਕਰਾਂਗੇ ਮਿਨਿਸਟਰ ਆਫ ਸੀਨੀਅਰਸ ਡੈਬ ਸ਼ੁਲਟ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ। ਬ੍ਰੇਕ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਅਦ ਇੱਕ ਵਾਰੀ ਫਿਰ ਤੋਂ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਸਵਾਗਤ ਹੈ। ਇਸ ਪੈਂਡੈਮਿਕ ਦੇ ਚਲਦੇ ਫੈਡਰਲ ਸਰਕਾਰ ਵੱਲੋਂ ਕਈ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਦੇ ਬੈਨੀਫਿਟਸ ਦਾ ਐਲਾਨ ਕੀਤਾ ਗਿਆ ਤੇ ਬੀਤੇ ਦਿਨੀ ਸੀਨੀਅਰਸ ਲਈ ਵੀ ਖਾਸ ਬੈਨੀਫਿਟ ਐਲਾਨੇ ਗਏ ਨੇ। ਇਸੇ ਸੰਬੰਧੀ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਜਾਣਕਾਰੀ ਲਈ ਸਾਡੇ ਨਾਲ ਜੁੜ ਰਹੇ ਨੇ ਮਿਨਿਸਟਰ ਆਫ ਸੀਨੀਅਰ ਡੈਬ ਸ਼ੁਲਟ। ਥੈਂਕ ਯੂ ਸੋ ਮਚ ਮਿਨਿਸਟਰ ਫॉर ਟੇਕਿੰਗ ਆਊਟ time for PTC.
Good morning, Rupinder. It's really good to be with you. Thank you.
Minister, we would like to know about the recent announcement. As per this announcement, seniors will be receiving one-time payment of up to $500. How will this work?
So seniors will be receiving a one-time tax-free automatic payment. If they are eligible for old age security, they will get $300 automatically. And if they are eligible for guaranteed income supplement, they'll get an additional $200. So those on guaranteed income supplement will get $500. This will be automatically applied in their bank account. Or if they get checks, it'll be a check sent.
So that means those who are eligible, they will receive the both.
So those that are eligible for both will receive a $500 payment.
But Minister, this will be one-time payment. So how seniors are gonna meet their increased cost in the following months?
So we definitely recognize that seniors are facing additional costs and challenges during the pandemic, and that's why we are doing this additional payment on top of the guaranteed income, the GST top-up that they had received in April, which on average for a single senior, modest and middle income, would have received on average about $375 as a payment in their accounts. And if they were a couple, then they would have received over $510. So if you look at a couple that are receiving guaranteed income supplement, they will be receiving with the GST top-up and this one-time tax-free payment, they'll be receiving over $1,500. That's a significant amount of direct financial aid to help seniors getting through this challenging time.
And Minister, during this announcement, another $20 million were announced for New Horizon program. How will this program help to mitigate the impact of isolation?
Absolutely. New Horizons has been an incredibly successful program. It brings support right into the communities, seniors helping seniors. However, in the past, it would be bringing seniors together, workshops, exercise programs, and we can't do that now with the physical distancing that's required. So now we've provided the money that we gave in January, which is about $50 million across the country to help organizations supporting seniors, and those organizations were allowed to modify their programs that they had applied for to be able to do things different, like supply groceries, connect seniors to Zoom and the internet, and to be able to reach out and make sure seniors were not isolated, even though they may be stuck in their homes, they're not disconnected from their families and from their support networks. So now we've provided an additional $20 million because we were hearing from community groups across the country that they didn't get that funding as we're always oversubscribed, and they would have liked to have done something. So that's why the additional $20 million is provided to reach out to additional groups to support. But I want seniors and Canadians to know we put over $500 million out to community organizations to help support Canadians, vulnerable Canadians especially, including seniors who are isolating at home. So that is, food banks, Food Share, it is United Way, Red Cross, and then of course hundreds of organizations across the country right in our communities helping seniors.
Minister, advice of Health Canada for seniors is to stay home, stay isolated. So will this funding help in virtual transformation?
Absolutely. This funding is going to, I've already seen the impacts where people are able to hire students to deliver groceries, hire students or volunteers to make phone calls, to reach out, make sure that the seniors that are isolating at home have the supports that they need to get through. We've also been able to supply iPads and tablets to help seniors connect on the internet with their families. And even though they're physically distant, to stay socially connected, because that's so important for people's mental health. One of the things we also did, because mental health is critical and to supporting seniors and others, is to the new online portal, Wellness Together, is being launched to help Canadians and seniors connect and look after their mental health and get the supports that they need.
So after this announcement, after this funding, will the government move forward with the increased in OS in July, as this was already announced during the campaign time?
So as I mentioned, we gave a significant amount and we are giving more. We gave the GST top-up in April, and now we're doing a one-time payment of up to $500 for those on old age security and guaranteed income supplement. And so we will continue to look at what seniors need as we move forward in this pandemic. We don't know what the future holds, so we will continue to be vigilant and listen to what seniors need across this country, and respond accordingly as we see what's happening.
Well, Minister, thank you so much for connecting to us and talking about the recent announcement, recent funding which is announced for the seniors. Thank you so much and stay safe.
Thank you. Have a great day. Take care.
Thank you. ਸੋ ਹੁਣ ਤੱਕ ਲਈ ਹੈਡਲਾਈਨ ਕੈਨੇਡਾ ਵਿੱਚ ਬਸ ਇੰਨਾ ਹੀ। ਫਿਲਹਾਲ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਦਿਓ ਇਜਾਜ਼ਤ। ਤੁਸੀਂ ਰੱਖੋ ਆਪਣਾ ਖਿਆਲ ਤੇ ਦੇਸ਼ ਦੁਨੀਆ ਦੀਆਂ ਖਬਰਾਂ ਲਈ ਬਣੇ ਰਹੋ PTC ਦੇ ਨਾਲ।